Yeah, guys and girls, welcome back to another video of mine on my YouTube channel. So I'm playing Forza Horizon 3 on the Xbox One at the moment. This is a really good game. It's absolutely wide open. It's massive open world game and stuff, so you can drive pretty much anywhere. You can do whatever you want really. And I noticed it had a slight little bit of HDR in it. Not very much, but I was playing this on my 4K screen and I can't wait. I'm hoping that this is going to be supported for the new Xbox which comes out, the Scorpio, this year. Now I love this this car I'm driving at the moment, which is the Aston Martin. This is the DB5, I believe, 1964, I believe, actually. Let me have a look. I don't know when this was actually made. I think it was 1965, 1964. Oh, it's a convertible. So yeah, it's a convertible. I actually put the sort of like the darkest green on it. I like the darkest green. The original is like sort of a silvery colour, which is like the 007 James Bond version. Aston Martin was, let's have a look. Let's have a look on Wikipedia, because you get a lot of information. As British made luxury Grand Tourer, so you can use it to tour around. You can go to places around Europe and all that with it. I actually do crash this. Actually, the actual game currency, where I was buying the game currency of it in the game, when you buy the actual game, it's not cheap. In the game, it's for the main car. It's, look at that crash. Look at that. Because basically it said a hard turn, so I did a hard turn. I turned really hard. So yeah, and this is a pretty awesome game. I just love it. And then I started doing some skidding, because some of the trees are just like epic. Where, I did notice there are some lag spikes in it though, guys and girls. If you can see where it starts lagging, and it's a shame that I'm only recording in 720p for this game. I mean, the game, I don't know what the actual game is actually, what the actual resolution and frame rate, but I gotta give a guess, probably 900p. But for the DVR, you can only record in DVR at 720p, but the Scorpio, which comes out this year, is supposed to be, I think it's there up to 4K recording, so you can live stream, record in 4K. There we go, there's the inside of the car. I love the leather seats in it. It's a shame you can't actually see the actual move around inside the car. There we go, there's a little bit of lag there. I think it's because of all the trees. Anyway, I've got some XP there. You get extra XP for knocking over, and then I get stuck as well. You'll see me get stuck now, because I wanted to go down a bit further into the little sort of waterfall there to see what that waterfall was like. But then I end up getting flipping stuck, and my back wheels get jammed in there between the two rocks. So it was kind of a bit of a tits up, I would say. But yeah, I do love the Aston Martins. So you gotta say, it's a classic car. I'd love to actually get one day, actually. Maybe one day, when the economy in the UK becomes like really strong, and that everyone in Britain and in England can go around with convertibles. That will be the day I get an Aston Martin DB5. That'd be my first ever car. It'd be a lot of money, but for what you get it for, it's pretty absolutely amazing. So the Aston Martin DB5 is British luxury Grand Tourer. So basically you can tour around whole Europe and or anywhere in Britain, to be honest. Oh yeah, and I go off-road with this as well. You watch how, I mean, to be honest, this car's not really supposed to go off-road, but there we go, and then I smashed my car at almost the front. But you'll see I actually go way off. And this map, actually, this game, Forza Horizon 3 on the Xbox One, is exclusive to the Xbox One and PC. So this is absolutely just amazing, and I would I would give probably 60 to 70 quid for this game. I think I paid around about that price for it before actually, but I might get this for the PC because I've got the GTX 1070, so, and that should be able to do this game in 4K. But I've got the physical disc, so that means not physical. Yeah, I've got the physical disc. So when you put the actual disc in, yeah, oh yeah, look all the foliage in this game, and no wonder it's lagging like shit. To be honest, the frame rate is really terrible, and I don't know if the DVR is actually doing any good either. So, but I actually noticed a dam in a minute, a big massive dam, and I actually nearly drowned my car as well into the actual sort of area. This game's got everything. It's got like the whole scenery of Australia. It's got the city. It's got a few cities, I believe, in Australia as well, where you can go into the cities and you can see the big skyscrapers, the big buildings, and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty cool. But yeah, this DB5 Aston Martin, absolutely probably one of my favourite cars in this game. I mean, forget about the Ferraris, forget about the Bentleys, forget about the Vauxhall, yeah, the Vauxhalls, or the Subarus. This is probably one of my favourite British cars ever made. The DB5. And then they got like one that was at the DB6 and DB7 and the DB8. And I believe now they've got a DB911 or something, or 912 or some shit. So new Aston Martins out, apparently, a few new ones. But designed by the Italian coach builder. So basically, it's a British car, but it's actually been designed by an Italian coach builder. So can we really call it British made? Or like a British car? That's what I'm thinking, whether you can make this into a British car or not. But was this the Carrozzeria Touring Superleggera, released in 1963. It was an evolution of the final series of the DB4, and the DB series was named honouring Sir David Brown, the owner of Aston Martin, from 1947 to 1972. Although not the first in the DB's series, the DB5 is famous for being the most recognised cinematic James Bond car, first appearing in the James Bond film Goldfinger in 1964. Actually, that is a brilliant film. If you haven't seen it, guys and girls, I would suggest to go and watch that, because James Bond is absolutely amazing. Goldfinger, GoldenEye, all of them amazing in their own rights. They're kind of different because they got all different characters and villains and all that, and different stories and backgrounds. What they should do as well, I've noticed, like, I hope at some point they bring a sort of like when they bring the next James Bond films out, they do like films in between, like they did like they're doing with the Star Wars series. Like they got the background stories of some of the characters, but what they should do is do background stories of the James Bond villains. Now that would be absolutely amazing. I don't know what you guys and girls think. And actually with the Xbox One as well, let us know in the comments below as well what you think about the Aston Martin DB5. Do you like it? Do you think the DB8's a lot better, more comfortable and convertibles and all that? Just definitely let us know in the comments below. And oh, tell me which your favourite car. It might not even be an Aston Martin. It might be something else. It might be a Bentley, a Vauxhall Calibra. Anyway, cheers all for watching, and catch you all later, guys and girls. If you liked it, enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, like, favourite, and